guys, Roger here, QVO Tactical. Today we are out on the range with a gun that I've been waiting to shoot since SHOT Show. This is the new Staccato C 4-inch. It's gonna have those slimmer magazines, the 17 rounders, and a 4-inch barrel over the CS. But we've had a blast with it out on the range today, so let's get into it. Before we get started, guys, I always want to give you full transparency on how we go about getting products here on the channel. You all know we have a good working relationship with the team over at Staccato. I've been a customer of theirs for years. I've actually purchased 15 of my own Staccatos that you've seen here on the channel. But I got a couple buddies over there, Nick and Tom. They reached out asking if we wanted to feature, the Staccato C on the channel. So of course we said yes. They did send us a gun free of charge, so please keep that in mind as you watch the review. But yeah, always want to let you guys know. Always want full transparency. Let's get into the first rounds. First rounds, guys, I've been waiting to shoot this, the new Staccato C, so 4-inch with the slimmer grip and the new magazines, a slimmer profile, similar to the CS mag, except these are 17 rounders. And yeah, shooting some SuperVel, 115 grain, certified select, 10 yards out, and Trigicon RMR HD. Let's see how it does. So right away, I noticed it returns right away to zero. Like I shot that first shot and boom, before I could even blink, the dot was right back on where that hole was. Let's go take a look at the hits. Kept everything alpha. We have not zeroed the optic. I just slaved the irons to the dot, or the dot to the irons. But I mean, you got like 4 rounds touching here. Everything was alpha, even when I sped up the cadence. It definitely feels awesome. Only thing I did notice, like, I'm so used to now running like a thumb cliff or antimatter wing or anything like that, that I'm used to having something to rest my thumb on and push down on. So you guys saw I had a little bit of anticipation on one of the shots, and that's where I dipped down because I was reaching for something to push. But quickly remembered, hey, I don't have a device there, and was able just to pick up cadence and put everything alpha. So right out of the box, to me, I would say this: it feels like a little bit better of a Staccato CS. That's what it feels like to me. I carried the CS as my EDC for a very long time, shot a lot of rounds through it, and it feels very similar, but just a little bit quicker to return to zero. I'll have Marco shoot it now, see what he thinks.
So new Staccato C, Staccato good old standard 2011s as usual. Let's see how it goes. Pretty nice. Staccato, good gun as always. The gold standard of 2011s. We'll see the hits on there if you guys want to check them out, but throw a couple. Me getting used to the timing on the trigger. A little bit more heavier to my liking, but it is more of a duty gun. So
as you've been shooting more with us, I was paying attention to your how your splits go, because I remember before how I thought like, oh, you're doing 1 2, and no, it's 1 boom boom boom.
Yeah.
So like these two were your second shots that I watched. This was actually your first 2-string, so it went like here. But then you saw it, and I saw you tighten up, because then it started going like this. Dude, it went
like this. Goes from this to this.
Yeah.
Mainly trying to find the timing on the double tap for this kind of gun. So with the trigger system, it's like 4 pound, 5 pound right now, but more a duty style. So, and the return, just getting used to it. This is just me tightening it up, but very common. But like I said, it's nice with the thumb ledge, especially when you use it for so long. Oh man!
All right, let's get this thing dialed in.
Awesome.
Doing our 10-yard zero, guys. This was the first group, this wider spread out one. So I adjusted from here. I went up 8 clicks to cover 2 inches, and this is the second group of 5. This was 10 rounds, then I did 5, and it's pretty dang tight. I'm gonna go up 1 and left 1 just to get it a little more, finer tune to that center spot. But super tight zero at 10 yards. We're gonna take it back to 25 now and see how she groups. Back here at 25, I got the phone recording for you guys up at the target, and we're gonna see how it groups. Here we go. Staccato C and the Trigicon RMR HD. Make some adjustments. Guys, this is the CTK Precision stand, the bench rest. You guys always ask about it. CTK Precision Compact Bench Rest. That's what I'm using. All right. You ready, Marco?
Yeah.
All right, let's go take a look. Down here at the target now, guys. Watching the footage back, I guess my first round was here, but then the rest of the other 4 grouped very nicely here. So with my flyer included, I'm sitting at 2 1/4, and then with this smaller group down here, it's exactly 1 inch. So I'm gonna push my luck. I'm gonna shoot the group again, and I wanna see if it's just me on the first round flyer, or if I can get a tighter group. But I mean, I'm happy with these results right off the bat. So, but it's Vegas. Let's push our luck and go for round 2.
Make the bets.
So let's shoot that second group now. I also switched out to some 147 grain hollow point carry ammo that we use. Marco and I talked about in a previous video. When we shoot these, we kind of want to use, you know, the more precise ammo. So I'm sure the point of impact will change, but hopefully the group stays the same. All right, here we go. You ready, Marco?
Yep.
If that last one was a flyer, that was definitely me. So with the 147 hollow points, this flyer was definitely on me. That was the last shot. We watched the footage back, and I definitely felt it. But even with that flyer, it's a 4-inch group. Without the flyer, we are 2 3/4. So definitely like the 115's better that we shot. The SuperVel 115 got a better grouping for us, but similar grouping though, 1 flyer and the 4. So, I mean, sometimes I just suck.
Human, yeah. Only human, as we say.
You were saying though, when you guys do your rifle stuff, you guys do cone of fire.
Oh, so like, yeah, after you get proper 0 and then make sure it's like tight, we're like usually 100 yards where we do it, and then we'll like.
But how many rounds are you shooting for that cone?
30.
So you'll get the best group out of 30.
Yeah.
We're doing
and
5
see
here.
where that kind of
Gotcha.
cone is shifted, just to see like, hey, it's good.
Yeah, if we shot 30 and like, you know, 25 of them are here, and then then we know it's here.
Yeah, so your kind of flyers are minimalized.
Cool.
Extreme case, I'd say.
Also on the range with us today, guys, we have a new target system that we're playing with. This is from War Labs. Unique system. It's got this, you know, quad base here. You kind of set it up at home, and then once you set it up at home, you're kind of good to go just to leave it in the back of your truck like we do. But it's got, you come over here, you'll see it's got multiple different mounting points where you can feed in, like they got a paper target thing that spans across you can clamp onto, but then they have steel here. But something I want to play with, since we're doing the accuracy portion of this video, this is a 5-inch round. Of course, off camera, I hit it from about 20 yards out. So now on camera, I'm sure Marco and I are going to miss every shot. But we're going to go back to 25 and see how we're doing hitting this 5-inch target from 25 yards out. All right, back here at 25 now, and we're shooting that new steel target setup from War Labs. See how we do on this 5-inch round. There we go. I think I missed like 5 out of the 7, maybe 4 out of the 17, but if I'm hitting that 5-inch target from here consistently, I'll take that all day long. I'm gonna try some standing now, see how I do. 25 out, here we go. Hey man, I think I got like half of them. I'll take that, dude. So guys, we're shooting some SuperVel 115 certified select. That's the reman ammo. And yeah, let's do some more shooting. Let's do some build drills.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Stand by. .211.
So we got 211 for my first build drill. Shooting some C-zone steel, guys. Just under 10 yards out. I'd say 1, 2, 3 Alpha, 1, 2, 3 Charlie. C-zone steel, so if it's not in the center, it's most likely a Charlie.
So 193. Best split 0.14.
So I got a 14 split on that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Shot 119.
And first shot 119. What was the total time?
193.
Let me see.
Yep.
193. Again, I'd say 1, 2, 3 Alpha and 3 Charlie. So 193. Let's see if I can do better than that.
So 172.
There we go.
That's split 15.
That natural angle for me to present, man, it's just so much better on 1911, 2011 grip angles.
9.5 though.
9.5? Nice. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 Alpha, and barely hanging on to that Charlie.
The Delta range over there. Still a hit on a person.
And what was the time?
1.7. No, there you go. 172. I think.
Got a 172. .219. Best split was a 14. You had 14, 15, 16, 17. What? 2 Alpha, 4 Charlie?
Yeah.
Maybe 3 Alpha.
Yeah, probably 3, but 2 out.
Let's go again. Woo, you got a 12 split, 185, but
To the
what?
one, to the right. Right shoulder.
Dang, you got 12, 14, 15, 15.
Third or fourth shot of like bang, 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 over. Swept it back down.
Let's go one more.
Ooh, it threw one again.
204, best spot was a 15, but man, that's a super tight grip.
Yeah. First shot off the left immediately. So it was like 1 and then everything else.
So 4 Alpha, 1 Charlie, 1 Mike.
Yeah.
That 4-pack in the Alpha though.
Yeah. Stitched him up.
Here's your trigger breakdown, guys. Very little prep. Wall is about, I'd say like 3.5 pounds. Reset, very clean, tactile audible. Very little prep again. If you want to crank them off, it's very easy to do. But yeah, very predictable, very clean, as expected with the staccato trigger. I definitely like the shorter length of pull. You know, the trigger out here doesn't allow me to get such a fast reset and break again on follow-up shots, but having it here lets me get those really quick follow-up shots. But definitely like it. Very awesome for an out-of-the-box trigger. So a question I know we're going to get down below in the comment section is, hey, how does it stack up against the Staccato CS? So I brought my CS out here, which, guys, this was my EDC for probably like the last couple of years. Awesome shooter. My only gripe when I got this was the grip length. I wish it had, you know, a longer grip length because it was hitting my palm in a weird way. So we actually developed these mainspring housing extensions. If you're not familiar, which if you take a Staccato CS mag, it makes it flush with the mag, and so you have a longer grip, which, funny enough, happens to be the exact same length as the new C grip. So there's some, you know, it's nice to see some validation with that product that we came out with. But shooting them side by side, let's see how we do with, you know, a 1/2 inch more barrel and then the longer grip. I'm going to shoot the CS first, 10 yards out. Actually, it's probably like 15 yards out on some C-zone steel. Thing just shoots awesome. I definitely say though, for me it's night and day difference. If I have that shorter grip, it just hits me in like the split of my palm. When I was first doing my review about it, that was my only gripe. But yeah, great carry gun, super accurate, and thing just, you see, it just shoots. But now with the longer grip, longer barrel C, to me it has just a little bit quicker of a return to zero, having that extra 1/2 inch in front. And then it is nice having this full length grip, you know, from the factory. I think it would be cool though to see somebody take the grip module off their C and put it on a CS. But if you are trying to do something like that, you know, kind of like how like Glock did the whole 19X thing, that's what we kind of did here, like a CSX. That's what's actually called the CSX mainspring housing extension. But I mean, you could go that route, or you could put this in there and it would give you that length of a C. But very similar. I know guys are gonna ask like, hey, concealability. Guys, we're talking about a 1/2 inch difference on the length. And for me, I've been concealing it with this longer grip, so it hasn't been an issue. So for you, if it's like, if you get a CS and to you it already kind of feels bulky carrying it, which it doesn't to me, but if you're somebody that's maybe thinner and, you know, like it's not enough slim enough profile, or it, you know, it already feels bulky, then the C is probably not going to be ideal for you to carry in a concealed capacity. But if you're somebody like me and it's very easy to conceal this, then I don't think this is going to be, you know, any more difficult. I would say the benefit of carrying the C over the CS, with that extra 1/2-inch barrel, I think it leaves you more room for aftermarket stuff like getting it ported by Vulcan, or getting the Genghis comp or his mini comp from Vinny over at Monsoon Tactical. You know, that's what I would probably do with this. But I would say having that, you know, extra 1/2 inch is definitely going to give it, you know, more real estate to have modifications done. But those are just my opinions, guys. You know, for you guys out there wondering, I always want to provide you with that information because I know I'm gonna get the questions down below. But as far as shootability goes, we're talking, I think it's like a very slight quicker return to zero that I'm noticing with the C, and that's most likely because of the longer barrel, I would think. But yeah, that's what I noticed. And any questions, leave them down below. Now it's time for our final thoughts. Marco, take it away, bud.
Staccato, guys. Good gun, well priced, gold standard, the 2011s these days. Shoots good, like I said, the grip's actually full length, it's kind of nice. I personally don't like the smaller mags, I like the bigger mag, but that's all on you. The grip does feel a little bit nicer this way when it's textured. Otherwise, that's Staccato.
All right.
Bull barrel and everything.
Like Marco was saying, most people, you hear Staccato, they're like, boom, okay, that's all you need to know. It's awesome. This is awesome out of the box, guys. We are just over 450 rounds to the gun. Not a single malfunction. You guys, you know, earlier when I was comparing it to my CS, like this has a little bit of a faster return for me. But yeah, I like everything about it. The RMR HD held up really well, guys. I know people were questioning, like, hey, with that hangover, are you going to get any issues with, you know, failure to extract with it hitting? No, none whatsoever. I think it hangs over less. I think the hangover is less than the SRO, but not a single issue, not a single malfunction. RMR HD held up very well. When you guys are looking through the optic footage, that flickering you're seeing, that's just a refresh rate between the RMR and the 60 frames per second that I'm filming at. It's not going to flicker when you're shooting. So, you know, if anybody out there is like, oh, it flickers, no, it's not at all. It's just how it happens to record with 60 frames per second, 4K. But yeah, the gun shot really well. I mean, the trigger's great. Like, it's everything I like out of, you know, the Staccato. It's why I have so many of them. It's why I purchased 15 of them. I'd say for me, I'm the opposite of what Marco was saying in regards to the grip. I prefer these smaller ones. I'm happy that Staccato is making, you know, they made the CS, now the C. I know another question people are going to ask, like, hey, should I get a C if I have a C2? It depends. If your C2, you wish you had a thinner grip, then yeah, it might be worth it to sell the C2 and get a C. You know, you're talking about a 3.9-inch barrel versus a 4-inch barrel. Not a huge difference there. You are getting 17 rounds here. I will say, though, one gripe. When you load that 17-round mag fully, it is super difficult to insert it, especially with one in the chamber. Like, you're not gonna be able to push it in. You're gonna have to, like, you know, manhand it and frickin' smack that thing in. So just know that you might want to carry it just 16 in the mag, 1 in the chamber, because it was a bitch to get that mag in all the way. Trigger was great. You guys saw the breakdown. I like the Dawson plate system, super clean. The co-witness is great. It's very minimal. You know, the irons aren't, you don't really notice that the irons are there until you need them. But for those wondering, should I get a C over the CS? I mean, if you want a longer grip, longer barrel, because you're looking to do aftermarket stuff to it, yeah, I would port this over a CS. I think the 3.5-inch barrel, I don't think there's a lot there to play with in regards to porting, so I will most likely be sending this out to either, you know, Vinny or Jeremy. I do know that Jeremy over at Vulcan, he had a poll the other day talking about they might be developing metal grips. I think that would be awesome. I like all metal guns. My Staccato XC with the metal Chile grip's my favorite. But yeah, other than that, I do wish it came with more mags for the price point. Like, I wish, or even maybe offer a package deal to where you can buy, you know, a lot of people, they have 6 mag holders in the case. I wish it was filled up with that, or at least an option to purchase that, maybe at a discount if you're buying it with the gun. But, you know, I understand that the mags are definitely a point of profit and revenue for the company, so I get that as well. But I do wish it came with more than 2. Gun was accurate, you know, for us. On magnified, shooting at 25, even when we were shooting the standing 5-inch target at 25, I was happy to get hits on that. So stay tuned for the bonus footage. Marco and I are going to walk out to 100 and see if we can actually hit anything. But yeah, overall, very, very pleasantly pleased with how this performed on the range. For me, I think the ideal setting, could you conceal it? Yes, 100%. I think it's no different than concealing a Glock 19.
Same, yeah.
But for me, I think it more shines like in the winter when I'm wearing a jacket, like with our secondary OWB holster, you know, shameless plug here, we have these angled belt loops, so you can see it holds super tight to the body. Throw your jacket over, you won't even know it's there, and it's super comfortable. You go to a movie or something, you're having it here versus inside your waistband. This one has our kimono blue overlay. It's got dragons in silver, and it also has a cool silver metal metallic Kydex, not metal Kydex, metallic colored. Marco's running the carbon fiber Kydex version of this. So these are our holsters. This is a secondary on the waistband holster made by our company QVO Tactical, and they ran great. We have the Staccato C lineup on there, so you can order holsters all day long for this. We do make IWB as well. But overall, appreciate Nick, Tom sending this gun out to us. It performed flawlessly. Yeah, it's an ideal setup, guys. You know, whether you're going to conceal it, whether you're going to run it like OWB for the winter carry, I think you're going to really enjoy it. I do look forward. I'm hoping that with the way this is going, we're going to see like, you know, a thinner grip P, maybe a thinner grip or a mini XC. That's like my dream. I hope they make one day. But any questions, leave them down below in the comment section for us. Appreciate, again, them sending out this gun. SuperVel, thank you for the ammo. It performed beautifully on the range. And yeah, any questions again, let me know. Appreciate you guys as always. Please like, subscribe, do all that awesome stuff, and we will see you in the next one. Bonus footage, guys. 100 yards out, Staccato C 4-inch barrel, SuperVel 115 certified select, and we got a War Labs 9-inch steel target. 100 yards out. Let's see how we do. Here we go. Dim this down just a bit. Hey-oh! Two, I got what, 2 out of 10? Oh!
It looks like low.
Hey, I'll take my 2 out of 16. All right, Marco.
Oh boy. I'm blind as hell, boys.
You only gotta get 3 shots. I got you.
I'm holding all over the place. I know where it's going, boys. I know where it's going.
Hey, I'll take my 2 out of 16 all day long.
16 is, bro.